But that is not how success works. The people who rise to the top, the ones who achieve greatness, the ones who build something meaningful, they all have one thing in common. They took the hard way. They embraced the struggle. They leaned into the discomfort. And because of that, they became stronger, smarter, and more capable than those who avoided it. Most people waste years of their lives searching for the easy way. They jump from one strategy to the next. They chase quick wins. They look for secrets, for hacks, for ways to avoid the hard work. And every time they fail, they convince themselves that they just need to find a better strategy. But the truth is, there is no easy strategy. There is no secret formula. There is no shortcut. The hard way is the easy way, because the hard way works. It is the path that builds resilience, that sharpens your skills, that forces you to grow into the person capable of sustaining success. The problem is that most people want success without sacrifice. They want the results without the process. They want the reward without the pain. But it does not work that way. Success is not about luck. It's not about talent. It is about becoming the kind of person who can handle success. And you do that by going through the hard way, by facing challenges, by enduring setbacks, by showing up every day, even when it is uncomfortable. The hard way forces you to grow. It removes weakness. It sharpens your thinking. It builds your confidence, and that is why it works. Most people quit too soon. They give up at the first sign of difficulty because they think difficulty means something is wrong. But difficulty is not a sign that you are off track. It is a sign that you are on the right path. The hard way feels hard because it is breaking down old habits, eliminating weak thinking, and replacing it with strength. That discomfort you feel when you are struggling, that is growth. That is progress. That is the process of becoming someone capable of sustaining success. The truth is, most people are not willing to embrace that process. They want to win, but they are not willing to endure the necessary losses along the way. They want to be great, but they are not willing to be bad first. They want to master their craft, but they are not willing to be uncomfortable while they learn. And that is why so few succeed. The people who rise to the top are not always the most talented. They are not always the smartest. They are simply the ones who refused to quit when things got hard. They stayed focused. They endured the process. And because of that, they became the kind of person who could handle the weight of success. And that is why the hard way is the easy way. Because once you build that strength, once you sharpen that discipline, once you develop that level of resilience, success becomes inevitable. Success becomes easy because you went through the hard way. You stop being controlled by fear. You stop hesitating. You stop doubting yourself. You execute with confidence, with clarity, with precision, because you have already faced the hard part. You have already proven to yourself that you can handle whatever comes next. That is why the people who succeed in life are not the ones who tried to avoid struggle. They are the ones who ran toward it. They leaned into the hard way. They faced the pressure head on. And because of that, they came out stronger on the other side. The hard way is not the obstacle. It is the path. And once you understand that, once you commit to taking the hard way and refuse to quit until you get what you want, there is nothing that can stop you. Success is not complicated. It is not mysterious. It is not reserved for a special group of people who are born with some hidden advantage. Success comes down to one thing: your willingness to endure the process. The hard way works because it transforms you into someone who is capable of sustaining success. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they are unwilling to push through the discomfort required to become the version of themselves who can succeed.